Good evening. I would like to welcome everybody to the regular council meeting of Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. Let the record show that all councilors are present. Add and deletes. Add consent agenda number 6 and number 7. Add department and committee reports number 1B and 4A. Could I get approval of the agenda? Wishes of the council.
So moved.
So moved by Councilor Bayless. Second?
Support.
Second by Councilor Faso. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, approval of minutes. Approve the minutes of January 18th, 2023 regular city council meeting, and approve the minutes of the January 18th, 2023 city council workshop meeting.
Mayor?
Wishes?
Excuse
Yes.
me, I'm sorry. Can you do those one by one?
Oh, certainly I can.
Thank you.
Okay, wishes of, approve the minutes of January 18th, 2023 regular city council meeting. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Councilor Schweberger, second.
Support.
Support by Councilor Hildebrand. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Approve the minutes of January 18th, 2023 city council workshop meeting. Wishes of the council. Any discussion?
Motion
All
to
in,
approve.
motion to approve. Councilor Schweberger, second.
I'll second.
Second by Councilor Bayless. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move next up, consent agenda. Approved accounts payable dated 1/26/2023 checks number 173926-174031 in the amount of $897,527.20. Approve the city payroll for the pay period ending 01/13/2023, checks number 168654-168664 in the amount of $603,640.96. Authorize the appointment of Justin Faso as the alternate Rams member. Set the next regular Hibbing City Council meeting for Wednesday, February 15th, 2023 at 5 p.m. at City Hall in the Hibbing City Hall Council Chambers. Set the Hibbing City Council workshop for Wednesday, February 15th, 2023, following the Hibbing City Council meeting at City Hall in the Hibbing City Council Chamber. Number 6, authorize promotion of Ryan Stevenson to the full-time equipment operator 1 in Public Works Department effective 2/2/2023. 7, authorize the posting for full-time skilled labor in the Public Works Department. Wishes of the council.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as read and published.
We have a motion by Councilor Hoffman-Sockman. Is there a second?
Support.
Support by Councilor Fausto. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to department and committee reports. Community Development Director Betsy Olivante.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Tonight, item A is requesting a resolution of support for the City of Hibbing to make application to and accept funds from the IRRR Shovel Ready Grant Program for the Hill Small Area Planning Project. This folds in with our 2018 City of Hibbing Comprehensive Plan, Built Environment Goal 1, form or strengthen partnerships between the city departments, public organizations, and private entities to collaborate on addressing housing issues, implementing projects, and providing comprehensive services to support individuals. The need for housing, obviously, on the Iron Range, I've been here talking about it over the past few months, is well known. We're collaborating on the housing study with our Hibbing HRA to get data on the exact need of each facet of housing, as well as the market demand and how our demographic shifts over the next decade will affect that demand. In the meantime, you had asked us to undertake that small area plan for the land near the Highland Park neighborhood. To continue moving forward, our consultant and the SCH engineering firm need to undertake a preliminary phase 2 ESA and geotechnical evaluation to understand what it's gonna take to get that land shovel-ready and to understand the cost-benefit analysis for developing that particular plot of land. The funding from this grant will assist us in paying for those tasks as we move forward.
Thank you, Betsy. Hearing that, wishes of the council.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor Fossil, second.
Support.
I think he beat you.
I think you did too.
Support by Counselor Bayless. Any discussion?
I do have a question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
So just help me understand, so, and it sounds like to accept future funds, right? So is that something that we're doing differently now, or are we going to do another resolution when those funds might come to the council?
This
like we've
is-
done in the past?
This is only for the $25,000 for the shovel-ready grant program, to apply for and accept the $25,000.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. B,
Okay, so I'm asking for a motion to approve the budget adjustment and enter into that contract for this preliminary Phase 2 ESA and geotechnical evaluation. You'll notice that we had the initial subtotal for this Phase 1 was $77,730. This Phase 2 contract adds the $42,250 to that, which means the total for that would be $119,980. So if we can take that $25,000 grant off of that total, the amount raises by $17,250 in that particular phase of the 4 phases of that small area plan. The housing fund we did create had $250,000 at the beginning of the project. And we're working with Public Works, city engineer, to do the grubbing or plan that out to see if we can't mitigate some of that cost by using our own staff to grub that out and not add additional to that work there. Pending the results of the investigation, obviously the preliminary Phase 2 and that geotechnical, I'll keep you posted on how those costs could line out for what we discover up there. If anything, they're not sure at this point. We're working with really good consultants and reputable firms to figure that out. And then we'll bring that information back to you. But right now, this is just the first step and figuring out the cost benefit analysis of going forward.
very good. Wishes of the council.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion of Counselor Hoffman-Sockman, a second.
Support.
Support by Counselor Hildebrand. Any discussion? I had one question. What do you figure the time frame is for the duration to be ready to look for a developer for that property?
The plan overall was to spend about a year and a half on that. However, some of the recent meetings and things that I've attended, I've been talking to various developers and getting some interest in it. So, the plan was to do most of the pre-planning and all the way through, platting at the city level, doing our own process. And with some interest from developers that I'm starting to experience, knowing that we're undertaking this to get site certainty on that, we may enter into a development agreement earlier than that to do parts of it city, from the city planning side, and they might do other parts of it themselves. So I will keep you posted on that as we go forward, but there would be development agreements and those kinds of things, following standard process to make sure that if we're entering into any agreements to have somebody develop that out, that goes through standard process.
Thank you so much for the information. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We move on to Finance Director and Treasurer Sheena Muller.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Item A is I'm asking the City Council to authorize an RFP for a rate study for both our sewer and sanitation funds. The city had an updated sewer rate study completed in 2021 by Baker Tilly. Since then, we have seen an increase in costs that were greater than what was built into the study of 3% due to higher inflation. We've also had some other changes that have happened since the last study in the sewer fund. One being we are purchasing a new Vector truck in 2023, which is going to involve an issue of some more debt. We also don't have a current sanitation fund rate study in place, so I was hoping to roll that enterprise fund into the study as well, so we can see what kind of rates we need for ongoing operations and capital costs. So I'm asking City Council to approve going out for an RFP for that.
Thank you. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve?
Motion by Counselor Fossil, second.
Support.
Support by Counselor Schweberger. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
City Attorney Andy Borland.
Mayor, members of the council, within your packet is a notice of public hearing. Ms. Olivante had been working on some amendments to our HEDA resolution. When I say HEDA resolution, the enabling resolution that allows HEDA to act. One of the things that she had noted right away was that there's a typographical error in there with regard to the amount of money or the percentage that HEDA can ask the city to levy for their behalf. And so we're making a notation to change that. The other modifications proposed by the committee that was working on this were to modify the minimum number of people that could be on the council from 3 to 2, and whether or not the mayor necessarily had to be one of the council members, because our HEDA resolution provides for that at the present time. The other thing that we were going to potentially take up is to recognize the HEDA enabling resolution does not recognize TIF District 12 as being enacted. For your information, TIF District 12 is really the Hampton Inn project, and that, just to notate that. So this is asking tonight simply for a public hearing for the March 1st date, because it's the council that needs to approve the changes to that enabling resolution, not the HEDA board. So that's what's for you tonight, just a motion to call for a public hearing for your March 1st meeting date.
Thank you, Andy. Hearing that, wishes of the council.
Motion to approve?
Motion by Counselor Fossil,
Support.
support by Counselor Bayless. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
So, Andy, the counselors that are on the HEDA board, is there a conflict? Can we vote on this as well?
Oh, for tonight?
For tonight?
All you're doing here is calling for a public hearing, so
Okay.
you're not impacted at all, your positions and so forth. So I
Okay.
would say you can vote
Okay.
on this, yes.
Thank you.
Great question. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to Library Manager Laura Koneman. Laura, the floor is yours.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. I come before you this evening to offer a resolution. We're asking for support to authorize the city of Hibbing to apply for the Age-Friendly Minnesota Community Grant for the purpose of planning for creating an accessible restroom for the Hibbing Public Library on the main floor. And I can answer any questions you may have about the grant.
Thank you. So we'll open that up. Wishes of council first.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor Bayless,
Support. Go ahead. You go ahead.
support by Counselor Whitney. Any discussion for Laura? Laura, I have a question. Are you
Yes.
looking, I'm sure it would be near where your existing bathroom is.
Correct. So the current location of two small, non-ADA compliant restrooms that are located on the south side of the main floor where the children's area is would need to be converted into a fully accessible family restroom that would enable us to have much more accessibility for an aging population or all the families that use the library. Currently,
Very
our
good.
only accessible one
So
is
the
in
location,
basement.
it's expanding the existing location is what you're looking at doing.
Combining two small ones
Yeah.
into one family.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mayor, I did have one question. I'm just curious, since you asked that, is the entrance to the library still ADA compliant?
The entrance is compliant, although there is a small lip on the entrance that I think we're gonna address that was addressed in the building report. It's slightly over 1/2 inch, which is the minimum for that. But our width is compliant with ADA compliance, just like our aisles in the library
Okay,
are.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Thank you, Laura. We'll move on. Number 5, City Administrator Greg Kuzinski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. City Council, I have one item from my office this evening. The Hibbing School District has reached out to us requesting a letter of support. They are working on some legislation down at the Capitol. Actually, 2 bills they're working on. One bill would allow the district to levy for some additional long-term facility maintenance. And then bill number 2 would actually allow buildings on the National Historic Registry, which our school is, to tap into some of the surplus dollars for projects and maintenance. So Betsy quickly spun up a letter. It's the page that I distributed before the meeting. We may need to make a few edits and polish it up tomorrow sometime. Content won't change, but some of the edits might be made. The point is, we're asking the City Council to ask any questions and give us the direction to go ahead and finalize this letter, and we'll have Mayor Hyduk sign it, and we'll send it off to the school district. So if you have any questions, I would be happy to try to answer those. Otherwise, some conversation would be fine too.
Well, I'll move to wishes of the council and support, and we get to discussion. Wishes of the council.
I'll make the motion.
A motion by Councilor Bayless,
Support.
support by Council Fossil. Any discussion? I think it's important. I'd like to respond to this. I think it's important, and how important our school is to our community, and having an opportunity to partner with them with support for funding to maintain the school, which they have done a great job of maintaining. You look at how many new schools are being built because they just didn't stay on top of things. And I think the leadership at the school has done a great job. And, I don't see a new school being built anytime soon, so I do think we have to support any financial means that they would have to acquire funding. And I appreciate the council hopefully supporting this.
Indeed. Agreed.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? Motion carries. Thank you, Greg. We'll move on to bids and quotes. Oh, I'm sorry, Greg, is there anything else I should ask?
Nothing additional from my office. Thank you.
Thank you. Bids and quotes. City Engineer Jesse Story.
Mayor, Council, attached is a quote from McCoy for a walk and roll packer assembly for the back of one of our graders. What this is, it's a roller packer that goes on an attachment on the back. It's run hydraulically. St. Louis County has these on all their graders that they use for gravel roads, and they really like them. It actually packs the road as you grade. So we'd like to purchase one of these, put it on one of our graders, and if it works out really well, we might ask for another one next year. So we use 2 graders for our real gravel roads. We budgeted $41,000 for this purchase. The price came in at $39,500, and we will install this on the grader with our mechanics. So I'm asking for council approval.
All right, Jesse's looking for approval. Wishes of the council.
Mr. Merrill, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You choose, Mayor.
All right, we will, I think, Councilor Hoffman-Zockman, you were a little bit faster, so. We have a first and a second by Councilor Schweiberger. Any discussion?
I did have a couple
Yes.
questions. So we're looking at purchasing this. I know do we lease some of our graders? Is there any option to lease this, or is this a better than a purchase than a lease?
We did ask Councilor Fossil, we did ask about leasing this, and they will not lease this piece of equipment. This will go on one of our lease graders. And then you can take this off. We can remove it. If once those graders go back, we'll keep this piece of equipment.
And then what's the lifespan on something like this?
The ones that the county have, they've had them for 10 years on theirs. And all it does is if you, the frame of it will never wear out. It's the wheels of the packers that would wear out.
And if it works out good, we would purchase more of these? Is that the goal?
Counselor, yes, we use 2 graders for our rural roads. So if this works out really well this summer, we'd like to buy another one for our other grader.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Yes, Councilor Hoffman-Zockman.
So Jesse, when you talk about replacing the wheels, is that something that we will be doing then, or do we need to buy them now, or are you going to budget for those in the future?
We could budget for those in the future, Counselor. Those, I don't see that as, I don't know the exact cost, but I don't seeing that being a high-priced item.
Okay, good, thank you.
Any other discussion?
I have a
Yes.
question, Jesse, just so we know, do you know how many miles of dirt road?
We have 98 miles of gravel roads.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, you said 90?
98.
98, very good. Thank you, Josh. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay? Motion carries. Thank you. Move on to B.
Mayor, Council attaches a quote for a garage door to replace at the recycle center. This is the second door on the recycle center building. We have $8,500 budgeted. The quote came in at $7,825. This is very important because we keep our recycle containers, our new garbage cans and everything at the recycle center. You know, it's open 24 hours a day. So we like to keep that secure. So I'm asking for council approval to purchase that garage door and have it installed.
Thank you, Jesse. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve?
Motion approved by Councilor Fossil,
Support.
support by Councilor Bayless. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number C.
Mayor, Council attaches a quote for the 18-inch columbarium for the cemetery. This would be number 5 of 8. If you remember, we put a new slab in a few years back, and we've been trying to buy a new columbarium every year. These do fill up rather quickly. It is a popular item. The quote for this is $33,695. We did budget $32,000 for this item. We are over by about $1,700, but we have a $20,000 lighting project out there this year. So when we bid that out, if it comes in over budget, we can maybe split that into 2 phases. So we're not over for the entire budget for the cemetery. So I'm asking for council approval to purchase this columbarium for the cemetery.
Very good, Jesse. Wishes of the council on columbarium.
Motion to approve?
Motion approved by Councilor Fossil. Second.
Support.
Support by Hoffman Sockman, Councilor. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes. Mr. Whitney.
Jesse?
Yep.
What's a columbarium?
So that if you, when you drive by the cemetery, the big granite structure, and each of them has 80 niches, and when you're cremated, that's where
Gotcha.
you can buy each niches for sale.
Mausoleum for cremation.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That up on my cemetery jargon, thank you.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Boards and commissions, we have nothing. Move on to license and permits. Number 1, approve the raffle permit application request of the Hibbing Little League Incorporated to hold a raffle at the Hibbing Little League Field on Tuesday, August 1st, 2023 with raffle permit number 2023-02-01. Wishes of the council.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve by Councilor Schweberger, second. By
Support.
Councilor Hoffman Sockman. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 2, approve the raffle permit application request of the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association Incorporated, DBA Alzheimer's Association, to hold their raffle at the Hibbing Elks Lodge on Sunday, March 26, 2033, with the raffle permit number 2023-2-02. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Councilor Bayless.
Support.
Support by Councilor Hildebrand. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 3, approve the 2023 massage therapy renewal of Ashley Johnson, Ohana Therapeutic Massage, 208 East Howard Street, with massage permit number 2023-02-01. Wishes of the council.
Motion approved.
Motion approved by Councilor Schweberger, second.
Support.
Support by Councilor Whitney. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 4, approve the 2023 massage therapy renewal of Heather Sepola, Ohana Therapeutic Massage, 208 East Howard Street, massage permit number 2023-02-02. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Counselor Bayless,
Support?
support by Counselor Fossil. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, approve the special event permit application of the Hibbing Police Department to hold their Cops and Kids event at the Hibbing Memorial Building on Tuesday, May 16, 2023. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve?
Motion approved by Counselor Hoffman-Sockman,
Support.
support by Counselor Hildebrand. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Not to put the chief on the spot, but would you like to speak to this a little bit so that you can get that great advertisement out there for our community?
Sure, so basically, us as well as St. Louis County, hopefully Keewatin PD and any other local agencies will have their squads and officers, canines, equipment, whatever it may be on display for the kids to come down and meet the officers and check out the equipment.
Great, great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Any discussion, board? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 6, approve the special event permit application of Shifters Car Club to hold the 30th annual Shifters Blast from the past car show. Wishes of the council.
Motion approved.
Motion approved by Counselor Schweberger.
Support.
Support by Counselor Bayless. Any discussion? I just want to say they run a great event. They've been doing it for how many years, and it is a great event, and the amount of people that come there, and they've been fortunate with some pretty good weather, so it's just a great event to been a part of. But anyways, any other discussion? Yes.
Mayor, I just wanted to note that it's on June 3rd, 2023. I
June
forgot to
3rd.
put that, yeah.
All right. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 7, approve the raffle permit application request of the Range Nordic Gliders to hold their raffle at the Kerry Lake Classic Ski Challenge on Saturday, February 18th, 2023 at Kerry Lake. Wishes of the council.
Motion to approve?
Motion approved by Counselor Hoffman-Sockman.
Support.
Support by Counselor Fossil. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Could I have, that's it. Could I have motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion. to
Make a
adjourn.
motion, Counselor Hildebrand, second. Counselor Bayless. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.